happening, everybody? Hope you guys are feeling great. I'm Team Kills, and what I like to do is make gaming easier. And welcome to another Weapons from the Vault, the Exergis. Whatever. This is where we revisit the forgotten monsters that used to be and still are must-haves. And this is one of the most must-haviest. Anyhow, I got a build that reloads in just over half a second. Oh, and it's got about 80,000 damage. A full galvanized 108% status build that's about 60,000 plus. And last but not least, the reason why I made this video, 100,000 plus damage build for you. But first, a quick rundown. Now the Exergis is probably top 10 primary weapon damage. Definitely top 5 shotgun. Number 1 diamond pressed railgun. I think it's the only diamond pressed railgun that we have. Now I know it's only one bullet, can't really complain about it. It reloads in about a second and a half. It reads out to be the fastest fire rate in the entire shotgun class, tied with the Strun and the Strun Prime. It has the tightest spread, tight is right, it has the tightest spread, best accuracy, not including lasers because like the fades just doesn't count. You're a Ghostbuster. And half a meter base punch through surfaces and enemy faces, which is really useful. And of course, the highest base status out of all the shotguns. Now it does have the worst fall off damage out of all the shotguns. I can't not mention that. After 30 meters, you lose like 25%. 60 meters, you're at 49% damage, which is still roughly around 35,000 plus. So it's awesome. It's mostly slash. It has puncture and impact, but it's mostly a slash damage weapon, so it will tear enemies to pieces. Most of the time, it does this to them. That's always been a great moment, and you can recreate that. Now with my quick draw build, I think that's what I'm going to call it, this build was intended just for fun originally, but with the damage that it has, it turns out to be the perfect example of the just get this weapon example. And no matter what you do, it's probably going to end up becoming awesome. Now you don't need to use the prime mods for this. You could use the normal tactical pump and you wouldn't notice the difference. You could also use the normal damage mods instead of the prime mods. You will notice a difference. It's not huge. It's still very powerful, very useful with all normal mods. That being said, you want the best mods that you can fit in this thing. Now for my full galvanized 108% status monster build, first of all I lied. I lied about the damage. It's actually more. It's a bunch more. The Galvanized Savvy will give you a 40% damage boost per status effect, and it will stack twice up to 80% damage boost per status effect for 20 seconds. It's a bunch more. Galvanized Acceleration will help with that awful fall off rate, but the Galvanized Hell just stacks multi-shot up to 120% for 20 seconds after you killed about 4 people, which is really easy with this weapon. If by slim chance your enemy doesn't die, they will be infected with whatever status you choose. Most of the time it just gets rid of them. It's not quite like an eraser gun like the Chakor was, but it's highly enjoyable. Now as for my 100,000 plus build, it's actually 103,534.2 per shot. Now, there's not actually much I need to say about this thing. Damage does what damage is going to do, and this does some damage. You actually could push for more, but that would take 6 formas, and I didn't want to do that. Once I got to 100,000 plus, I figured this is all I need. I stopped there. But if you keep pushing, I would love to hear what the top out is. I'm personally curious about that. Besides unfair, it would definitely be unfair. That I know for sure. Now, there are a few warframes that, like with any weapon, that make this thing so much better. You can use Korra or Nidus for their grouping, or you can use someone like Mirage and just have more of these 100,000 bullet clusters shooting across the place. All these great decisions are up to you. Now, The most important thing is that we don't forget this weapon in the vault. I've got a few more of these weapons, and we're probably going to do maybe 50, because there's a lot of weapons that have been forgotten, and they shouldn't. So join the team of killers, become a killer of teams, and you can see all the videos. You can get at me in the comments. This is the way we can talk. Make sure you keep it easy in life, and remember, just keep gaming.